Dax the Animal here, showing a speedrun strat. This is Resident Evil 7 on PC, Knife Only on easy difficulty. Really the last obstacle in the game is these two fat molded at the end of the mines. I'll explain in a little more detail on the next playthrough. I'm showing you this multiple times. I'll get to the top of the ladder, retry, get to the top of the ladder again, retry, etc., just to show how consistent it is. It's not 100% consistent. I've not found a way to completely control the molded. But in my testing, this worked about 9 out of 10 times, which is good enough. If you look at like the top 10 speedruns on the leaderboards for this category, you'll see that some people do it similar to this way, some people do it completely differently. There's probably like 4 or 5 strategies there, which means there's clearly no consensus on the best way to do this. But this way is pretty good. Like, look at that. That guy was so rude this time. He straight up bumped into me. And this still works. Like, even when this doesn't go according to plan, it still works most of the time. All right, so you start with your frame rate, set to variable. This is to make them as aggressive as possible. This just makes their AI work more frames per second. They make more decisions, so they might decide to attack more. And I want them as aggressive as possible at the start. I want them to follow me. I want this one to bump into this tower in the middle, and as soon as I hear him bump into it, I drop the frame rate down to 30, so that they're as unaggressive as possible, so they're thinking as little as possible. I don't know how much of a difference that makes compared to just, say, leaving it at 60, but it's the way I've been doing it. If anything, it makes me feel safer. As dumb as that sounds. Here it is again. You can look at the path I take. It's kind of hard to explain. That's why there's a video. But you can see it's pretty smooth, pretty rounded corners until I run towards the tower in the center. I take a straight line to the tower, bump into the side of it, straight line around the corner. When I hear the molded bump into it, that's when I drop the frame rate down. Here, I'll do it again. This shows it's pretty consistent. Just pay attention to the path I take. I'm not trying to cut corners. I'm not trying to do this first part as fast as possible. And I think that's key, because you want it to take a little bit of time. You want them to get into position. And only hustle once you hear him bump into that pillar in the middle of the room. That's when you get to the ladder as fast as possible. Once you're at the ladder, just pray to the RNG gods. It's all you can do. And I'm going to stop talking now and just let this play out some more. Good luck. And if you found this helpful, be a bro. Subscribe. Maybe check me out on Twitch too. Appreciate it.